Alright, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I'm a couple of minutes early tonight. Think of that as something of a extremely minor um, compensation for being late last time. Sorry about the noise. Here we go. Alright. All set. Anyway, so, we keep going, I think. So if you recall from last time, 2 whole weeks ago, it was a little bit ago, I suppose, we were on our way up this great tower. Excuse me. This Babel-esque tower to the heavens that apparently Expedition 61 just totally scaled. Which is our way up to find Painted Elysia. Oh, we made it to the top. This isn't the top. That's the top. What's she doing here? Is that her? What's the gaping cavernous hole? Wow, I did not think that I was this close to the top. Like, we literally, stopped here and saved. I was like, alright, well, this is going to be a little bit longer, because, look at the tower there, right? Look at this. Look at that over there. Look at that thing over there. And then, alright, well, let's see. Let's see what's going on, huh? It's weird.
Hello.
A very early sketching stage for how intent she seems to be here.
Elysia. Your letter.
Was she always so grey? Even Verso's stuck. Interesting. Well, I suppose it does make sense as to why Mael was not frozen when she does this. It's real.
She blames us. Doesn't she? You didn't deserve that.
It's almost like a survivor's guilt imposed on someone else. Like blaming your daughter for the death of your son because he saved her. is, I mean, it's obviously mistaken, but you can almost see how that can happen from Mountain Greed, you know? Like I said, it's almost like Survivor's Guild, like blaming yourself, but for, you know, surviving instead of somebody else, but taking that and imposing it onto somebody else innocent is a bit more of a perverse version, isn't it? Who is that? Like an incomplete Nevron?
Oh, you're the real accent. You know, Papa painted her. So, you know who she represents? You like being here with her.
So does that mean Renoir painted all of the accents? Well, does she just want to, like... Wow, okay. I was not ready for that. Yeah, let's try it. I was not ready for that. Okay. Okay. That's not Virtuose Strike. Why is my parry not working? What's... Oh, why did I hit no? Frick. Okay, hold on. Try this again, shall we? Okay, I still need to skip. Okay.
Let's dance.
Okay. All right. Lock in. Lock in. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Let's dance.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Let's Phantom Strike. Gives me more Radiant Charge, puts me in defensive. In Virtuose, which is fine. And then I can rain of fire, and then I can Power Release. Yeah, something like that.
Prepare for annihilation.
Or I might not need to do much of that. Oh, I needed to, what's it called? Let's Distance Homage, I guess. Put me in Virtuose, yeah? All right. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting back into the flow. All right, we can do this. I do need to do some parrying, because I need to get those APs, those action points. I should be throwing some burns on here. I should be throwing some burns on.
Ready to go.
Ow. Way off on that.
The dance begins.
I'm gonna Pie Release, which puts me in defensive. Right? Yeah.
Witness the flames.
Oh, that did it. She's dead. Alright. I hope she's not dead. I hope that didn't actually kill her. I really do hope that was just like a friendly duel. Right? Okay, so wait, Painted Me over there. Is that an appearance? Or is that that's not Pictos, is it? That's an appearance. Let's see. Just gonna walk away. Being ever so slightly, which is like their eye movement is really disturbing.
I guess this represents his hope for us. For me, then. Go. Claim your piece of sky.
Was it just floating away? Fascinating.
We both deserve to fly. Let me give you a new beginning.
Alicia. Send me to my family. Wait. Mael!
That's not what she was originally going to do. Clearly, she was going to basically paint over her, fix her up, but she didn't want to be like that. That look is... It's almost a villainous look from, you know... I don't know about that. That said, now Verso really knows what the whole homage is like. Except, of course, for the the inevitability of it. That's not there. Wow. Okay, so that was a horrific, dramatic, painful moment, and then Esquier is over there, just flapping away. All right, let's see how this looks, shall we? Painted Me is gray hair with it over her eyes a little bit. Real Mael is still white hair, which I don't like as much. Yeah. I still like this one. I still like that one. That's this. I think that's still the best. Do I keep this one or do I go back to the skirt one? No, I like this. I like this around. All right. Let's see what that sword is about. Lithium. It's not as good as Metalum. In Virtuoso stance, hitting a marked enemy doesn't remove the mark. Switch to Virtuoso stance and counterattack. Oh. That is not bad. That's the thing. That would be a very different build. Oh, it's broken. It's very cool. I love that aesthetic. But it's also it would have to be a very, very different build. Hey Base, how you doing? We just finished the that major side quest, companion quest, whatever, from last week. Because I thought that it was going to go on a while. But apparently not. Apparently that was it. And of course we got SK flapping away up here. This is so silly. Oh, very silly. Camp Versa refuses to talk to anyone. He stands alone by the lake. After a while, Mael decides to go talk to Ed. Yeah, understandable. Still not talking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's what she wanted. I owed her that much. We owed her that much. I honored her wishes. That's something neither you nor Renoir ever did. And not Maman either.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
That's...
You didn't wait. You didn't give me a chance to persuade her.
She knew what she wanted. You wouldn't have been able to sway her.
She's not you. You don't know that. I know her better than you do. But you didn't even give me the chance to try. You just erased her.
Verso.
You've lost two brothers. You know what it's like to lose your sibling and never get the chance to say goodbye. You painters, you just do what you want. You don't care how it affects the rest of us.
I do care. I know you're hurting, but the person who made that decision wasn't me. It was her. It would have been wrong to deny her just so you could try and talk her out of her decision.
This is interesting. There's a lot going on here. Because, first of all, Verso's point about painters. The sort of arrogance that breeds. There is So what interests me about that is what has been interesting me about a lot of the thematics and even the sort of metaphysics of this game, which is this tension between fiction and reality, or layers of reality, if you'd rather. Because again, this is important to note, right? Verso is not real, right? He just exists in canvas. He's painted, in this case by Aline, by real Verso's mom. Meanwhile, Mael is a fictionalized version of Alicia. But it's important for us to remember, us the audience, that Alicia isn't real either, right? Alicia is still a character in a game. And so these levels of sort of metafiction can kind of help us remind ourselves, sort of, I should say, maybe help to remind us that just because something isn't fully real doesn't mean it's meaningless or completely unreal. Because really, if we're to be overly pedantic, maybe, we're not fully real. We're not even completely real as it gets, because that's God alone. God is being itself. We are contingent being, and that's all. We are created. We are created. We are contingent upon God, on that act of creation, etc. All of that, and so I think that we can ascribe a degree of reality to Alicia, to Verso, even to the rest of the party. A further distant, level of reality. As say, Lune, for example, is not even a kind of imitation of anything particularly real. She's purely imaginative, which is a sort of step further away from primary reality, from ultimate reality. But still exists and has being. You know, I've said this before. The clearest way to make this, the best way to make this obvious is to ask, is it true that Lune has black hair? And if you say yes to that, which you obviously will, then Lune exists. Because there has to be something that statement is about. It can't be simply about nothing. And so when Verso accuses Mael of the sort of arrogance of painters, what she's accusing her of, essentially, is a kind of chauvinism of higher being. Of slightly more real and more complete being. And while it is true that Alicia is, in an important sense, far more real than Verso, or Mael is more real than Verso even. On the assumption that the acts of subcreation that painters can do actually make persons, even if they are sort of shallow reflections of persons, then Verso matters. Painted Alicia matters. And, you know, I can understand how it could be easy to forget that with the perspective of a painter. Of someone who exists outside the canvas in real reality, or not technically real reality, because it's still a game, it's still a narrative. But sort of within within the fiction, if you will. To be that layer more real. It can be very easy to discount the importance of these painted people. Especially because you have such utter power over them. Now, excuse me. I mean, this kind of leads us into a question of our own, right? From our real world perspective. Does it matter how we treat fictional beings, fictional characters? I would say yes. I think so. As an author or participant in story, I think that even if perhaps we have no obligation to the fictional creatures that we subcreate, we might not have any real obligation to them. Because they are wholly dependent upon us and all that. But it does certainly speak to our character, and it is formative of our character. What kinds of things we do with those people. Let's say people. Because again, if I were to ask, is Verso a person? I mean, you would answer yes unless you thought that I was up to something. Which clearly I am up to something in this case, right? I'm up to something clever and philosophical, but if you had no suspicion of that and I asked, okay, is Verso a person? Yeah, you'd say yes. Right, obviously, he's intended to be a person within the narrative. So yeah, I think... we do have, I think... it has moral significance, the stories that we write. Or the characters that we paint, let's say, to use their metaphor rather than my own. And maybe this is this is my own bias, but I know that there is this sort of, apparently there's a conflict in the game's external world of Paris between painters and writers. But I take the writer side a little bit more, I'll say, but whatever. Writing is my preferred... that's not true. Writing is my preferred media to consume. I can't write fiction any more than I can paint. I can paint portraits. I can do neither. I'm spectacularly unskilled at both. But I digress. Point is that yes, I do think that it matters, the kinds of stories that we tell. And that we do have to think of these characters as real, in some sense. And that what we do to them matters in some way. Now, that isn't to say that we can only ever write happy stories where nothing bad happens to our characters. That's absurd. God doesn't do that. Why would we? It does mean we have something of an obligation to tell a good story. And to be just in some ways. And that utterly... that perhaps there can be such a thing as an utterly evil story. Now, what that looks like exactly, I don't know. I have to put some more thought into that. Maybe I will. But for now, I think that we can settle on the fact that the idea that we do, I think, have some obligation to our creations, even if they are not fully real. Now, the other point, Mael's counter-argument here, I think, is a problem. I think this is... excuse me. I think this is obviously wrong. Because what she's talking about here is... I mean, so painted Alicia wanted to die. Which, honestly, given her circumstances, I can understand. can understand that disordered impulse, but it is still a disordered impulse. And so, if Mael thinks it would be wrong to deny her so you can talk her out of her decision, well, no. I think that we all acknowledge that that is absolutely the right thing to do if someone you care about is in such a situation. If someone you care about is self-destructive to a lesser or a greater degree, and is, say, contemplating doing that thing that we're not allowed to say on the YouTubes, apparently. Or worse, wants you to erase them, wants you to gommage them, so to speak. Or to help them to do so. You absolutely do not have an obligation to deny her that. To the contrary, I think we all hopefully would agree that you have an obligation to do what Verso is arguing for and try to talk her out of her decision. Absolutely. I will say, this is something that, when I put it this way, is painfully obvious, but when we're in the weeds of ethical discussion, and talking especially about either principles of autonomy, or if we're talking about the difficulty of critiquing or altering ends rather than merely means, sometimes students can have some trouble with this, really. And until I just put it like that, like, look, if you had a friend who was contemplating being gommaged, so to speak, what would you do? Would you help them? Well, yes, you would help them, but what does that mean? Does that mean help them go through with it, or does that mean help them get over it? Help them live? It so painfully obviously means the latter, not the former, that it's almost... It's only something that you can reason yourself into by tying yourself in knots. I guess maybe unless you're Canadian, but... Grace, if you're listening, I'm sorry for being mean to your people, but... No, let's be fair. It's more Canadian government than actual Canadian people. Most Canadian people are not evil. This is, in a case like, going back a step, right, to the that we have some obligation to write good stories. Good in the sense of having some obligation to characters. He says, in that case, tragedies need the consolation of quality writing all the more. Yes, absolutely. Trite and haphazard tragedies are some of the worst stories, and we all know this. But a tragedy, if it's to be written well, has to be poignant. It has to be meaningful. And even, I think, to be a good story needs to be meaningful, not just to us, the readers, but it would have to be meaningful in some sense to the characters as well. Now, we can say, like, for instance, Gustave's death was absolutely a tragedy. It was sudden. It was in the midst of victory. It was a dramatic turn. It was a tragedy in almost every way. But it was deeply meaningful, both to him, as he sacrificed himself for essentially his sister, and for the mission, and for those who come after. But it's also, of course, significant to everyone else. His death meant something. It allowed them to help. It's what helped them to carry on. And so that, I think, is what you need to write a good tragedy. You need to respect the world that you've made and respect the characters that you've written in a way that a lot of especially horror authors do not do. This is also, by the way, why we need the sort of catharsis of a mystery being solved. Right? If you're writing a horror story and there is no resolution to it, there's no comeuppance, there's no escape, by any of the protagonists. So there's no unveiling of the mystery. If there's no real resolution to it, then it's a bad story, because it doesn't it's tragic, sure, but it's meaningless. You can't we can't have that, because I think in large part it's disrespectful to the world that you've made. Anyway, so based on another couple of things, and points out Freedom Tunes fundraiser was successful. Yeah, I saw it today. So congratulations to Freedom Tunes. Looking forward to the series. I think you can probably still contribute, so go for it. No, do it. It's looking like it should be really good, and I love the fact that they're doing that. So they're making a speaking of writing fiction and of painting, drawing, 'cause it's a cartoon as well. Love that they're making good stories on this note, in contrast to a lot of what we see in media today, which is bad in just about every sense, just in terms of writing quality, but then also in terms of what it's about and the actual significance of what's being said. A lot of it is just awful. In Days, I'm not actually aware of the Saber Spark drama, but apparently it makes that particular campaign that much more hilarious. Saber Spark. Not actually familiar. Fill me in. Briefly, maybe. I might actually have heard of this, but I don't know exactly what. So anyway, let's continue.
She's the last of my family. I have no one left now.
You have me. You have us.
Mael, I wasn't ready.
Don't understand. You were ready when you set Papa free. You expected that he would erase the canvas and everyone in it. Isn't that the same thing?
It's different. It's different. Why did she do that?
You know why. But you're right. I should have thought of you. I should have given you a chance to say goodbye.
And that, I think, is another instance of that. That's another element of that arrogance. Because if we think of Mael as a paintress, or as an author, maybe, because this is a narrative more than just a canvas. Her erasing Painted Alicia while everyone else was frozen, it's paused, so to speak. I think that was a kind of a lack of closure, an incompleteness to the story, in a way that I think was was disrespectful to the characters involved at the very least. So yeah, no, I think that's a good point.
I'm truly sorry, Verso.
At least she's free now.
Despite his frustration, Verso understands Mael's words. He appreciates that Mael is honest with him. Sure what he means, of course, by free. I don't know if that applies. Maybe a little Gnostic, which is also very strange in this circumstance. I don't know. Mael empathizes deeply with Verso. Mael and Verso feel closer to each other. That had to be, they sit in silence a little longer. This time Mael comforts Verso. Yeah, that's a bonding through tragedy if I've ever seen it. Get back to the others. Doing a little dance. Kind of dig this. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Let's chat. Let's chat it up. Let's talk to our bestie first.
So, how are you going to win back their trust?
Oh.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Can't rely on good hair and charm
Okay,
anymore.
so we're back here.
So, what's the plan? Well, at least everyone's still talking to you. That's a start.
Oh, we can do more to spend time with Minoko. Alright, yeah, let's do it. Told Minoko I'd help bring Minoko back. Go to the Sacred River. Okay. Not too far from the station. We found Minoko. Okay, cool. Let's do that next.
What will you do when this is all over? I'm having trouble imagining you living a normal life in Lumiere.
Yeah. I'm not sure I can live in a city anymore. I don't know. What about you?
Well, since we mere mortals can't leave this canvas, Mael has kindly offered to paint the outside world for me.
Whoa!
So I can see.
Do you mean...
A painting inside this painting.
She can do that? Okay, this is going so many layers deep. But that is really cool.
Is there anyone special you'd want Mael to bring back? You've been around for 100 years. Anyone you miss?
Yeah. One person.
Oh.
And all the expeditioners I travelled with. It'd be nice to tell them... we made it.
Yes.
And... to explain... things I never got a chance to explain.
Anwar is scary when he's angry.
I guess he's not that different from my father.
Cousins.
There's that again. Yeah, let's hang out with this. Bay says he's a YouTuber with double the sub count of Freedom Tunes. Saberspark reviews current nostalgic animated series. He trashes Freedom Tunes for 4 minutes and 45. Freedom Tunes for 4 minutes in 45-minute videos on bad antidote cartoons. Cartoons. Not sure what you mean there. But why though? I mean, I'm assuming he trashes Freedom Tunes because it's political and he doesn't like Seamus's politics. That's my best guess. I don't know. Maybe he couches that in man animation quality. But like seriously, if I'm not mistaken, Freedom Tunes is one of, if not the only, YouTube channel that has consistently put out at least one episode of an animation every week for so long. Like, that's really impressive. Alright, let's hang out with SK, see what he's up to.
Francois really misses Claire, huh?
Yeah, he waits for her every day. He stopped singing when she left. But it's okay. She'll be back for a visit, and he'll be all happy again.
You really think so?
They are best friends. It's been a few centuries, but she wouldn't leave him. Just like you would never leave me.
Oh man, okay. Man. This is This is about growing up and abandoning your toys, isn't it? This is Toy Story. Dude, don't hit me with this. I'm already sentimental enough about my own toys when I was a kid. Now I'm just as sentimental about my kids' toys. Like, don't hit me with this. Please. Because Verso even looked guilty. Man, this is... Oh, okay. This hurts me because I will say, like, Toy Story hit me like when I was exactly the right age. It came out when I was, I think, 5. Like when I was like Andy, basically. Man, anyway. Okay, so 40% of the comments on that video were defending Freedom Tunes, his own audience. Wow, okay. Oh, okay, so he trashes Freedom Tunes for 4 minutes out of a 45-minute video on bad anti-woke cartoons. Okay. Because Base has a perfect trilogy? Maybe. The more I rewatch it, and having small children, I rewatch it more often than most people, I think. The more I rewatch it, the less Toy Story 3 holds up, I think. I think that it is... How do I put this? I think that Toy Story 3 relies a little bit much on, maybe call it melodrama, maybe emotional manipulation. Far more so than the first two. And maybe that's just because it is the sort of conclusion, and so it has the darkest moments. Excuse me, the darkest moments before the You Catastrophic Dawn, something like that. But still, I do think that it is 3 is the weakest element of the trilogy. And not just because I don't like to see Andy giving away his toys, but I mean that's part of it. But that's not it. That's not all. I do think that it is the weakest element in the trilogy, mostly just because I do think that, again, it relies, like I said, I think it relies too much on playing with your emotions rather than relying on character and storytelling. And you can tell this because Woody's character throughout most of it is kind of shallow. He's got only a couple of motivations, really, throughout. Then Buzz is wildly out of character throughout a lot of the movie. And not just in the part where he's sort of reset. But that he's a little bit dumber than he should be. That's something that gets wildly flanderized in 4, which 4 was just that. 4 doesn't count. Which I think was your point, saying a perfect trilogy. But no, I think Buzz was not quite how he ought to have been in 3. And then, of course, yeah, you have these deeply emotionally manipulative moments every 20-30 minutes, which just, it's too much, I think, compared to the others. Oh, excuse me. It was really good the first time. I don't think it holds up as well on rewatch as 1 and 2. 1 and 2, I will watch at any time. Kids want to watch Toy Story or Toy Story 2. I will just about always watch with them, again, assuming I can. Assuming I'm not, like, on the way out the door or something. But, you know, if I can watch it, or if they are already watching it when I get home, I'll watch it with them, because I love Toy Story 1. I love Toy Story 2. 2 is my favorite. Toy Story 2 might be my favorite Pixar movie. Probably is. But yeah, no, either of those I will always watch. 3, probably not. Most of the time, if it's on and if they want to watch it, maybe they can watch it instead of watching with them. You know, it's that sort of thing. Yeah, it's not as, I don't like it as much. And again, I think this is the kind of thing that I wound up souring on it over time, over rewatches, rather than initially. Because initially I loved it. It was wonderful because it came out, like, again, remember I was about Andy's age, and I was in college when Toy Story 3 came out. So Andy was leaving for college. This was right there for me. Like, it was still highly resonant. So, you know, it still hits, you know, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there were some thoughts, maybe unsolicited thoughts about the Toy Story trilogy, and the waste of everyone's time that was 4, and the waste of everyone's time that will be 5. But hey, at least we have the At least we had Bud Lightyear. I mean, by the way, I mean Buzz Lightyear Star Command, the cartoon show from the late 90s, not or early 2000s, I think. Not the Pixar Abomination. Not that. It says, I see Woody's stubbornness as a reaction to almost abandoning Andy in 2. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But then he abandons Bonnie and 4. I'm sorry. I can't help but throw shade at 4. But no, I can see that. I can see that everyone is in character. It's just that everyone's mostly in character. But again, I think that the biggest point is the kind of emotional manipulation. I think that's the biggest thing.
Do you miss Verso? I mean your Verso. The real Verso.
That's a good question.
No, of course you do. Sorry. I don't know why I asked that. That was stupid. I just wondered because you never mention him with me.
It makes you sad.
Oh.
Does it bother you that I'm not him?
Cousins.
You're my friend. Other Verso was also my friend. You are cousins. Same, but each different. Why would that bother me?
Esquier, thank you, mon ami.
Let's keep going on adventures forever.
Oh, Esquier. Esquier has touched Verso's heart with his words. The bond between Verso and Esquier is now unbreakable and eternal. Yay! We have perfected our friendship with the best friend. Esquier's words trigger Verso's imagination and inspire a new skill. Woohoo! I'm never going to use this. Cool though. They talk more about what kind of adventures they want to go on next, then head back to the others. Man. Doing a little dance. All right. I think that's it. I think we're. Have we found any more kestrels? I don't think so. Oh, that's it. We're good. Let's go resurrect Noko. That's a hint, isn't it?
Hang on tight.
Alright, let's see if we can find the sacred river, shall we? Okay, there's Minoko Station. This it? Yes. But you first. Yeah, that's the Sacred River, right? Let's see. They says 4 was bad. Yeah, absolutely. Just imagine being Andy coming back home after one semester, visits her to check on things. Oh no, that's... Oh god. Yeah, no, that's horrible. That's horrible. Absolutely horrifying. Children of Lumiere? Yeah, I'm buying that. Yeah, of course. Ta-ta. Alright. Let's see what's going on here at the Sacred River. Where's Woody? I lost him. Yeah, that's horrible. Okay, what? Okay, I see that I know that the Gestrals sort of reincarnate here. But what's with the blue ones? And what's going on here? The River of Chroma. Look of it. Oop, come on now. What? Why can't I? That was weird. Nope, that's not a bridge. That's an arm. Huh. Wait, is it flowing uphill? Okay, that's trippy. That's trippy. Okay. I mean, it's such a minor little thing, but it's always ever so slightly uncanny when you see it correctly. The Sacred River, where Jestrels are reborn after death. Not yet. Let's wait. Let's explore around a little bit, shall we? I wonder, has Verso been here? Golgra has entrusted me with a very important task. Gotta make sure all newly reborn are fully decked out with the best fighting gear. But you look like interesting warriors. Okay, fight me, and maybe we can trade. Oh, I have to fight the merchant for everything. Wow, okay. Let's do Mael again. Oh, he's got 3 dudes. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done it. Alright, well, whatever.
For annihilation.
Ow.
On me.
Ow. Okay. Didn't expect the second attack, my bad. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's go with the Lune. So I can just burn all of them. How about that? Oh, what?
I'm ready.
I was expecting to go first. Oh, about to break.
I'll
Okay,
do it.
that's good.
Feeling better.
Also about to break. Very cool. Yeah, let's Typhoon. Why not? And let's Mayhem you? You. Whichever.
Prepare to meet your end.
If it doesn't kill you, it will break. Broken. Excellent.
Ready to evade. I'm ready. Okay.
Okay, excellent. Really? Okay, fine. Let's Wildfire. Yeah, that'll work.
Overflowing with energy.
Okay, one down. Excellent. And let's Mayhem? Probably, right? That'll break, right? I think.
Prepare to meet
Let's
your
try it. Not quite. Darn it. Okay.
Feeling better.
Now it'll break. But now I don't have enough.
Flow.
I don't have enough, what's it called? Thingies. Alright, I can go Electrify and then Terraquake. I don't need that much duration, though. I can Typhoon again. And then Wildfire. Yeah, let's do that. No. No, because I need... Let's Wildfire and then Mayhem. Because it applies burn. Yeah, and then Mayhem.
A storm is coming.
Alright. Shoot him a little bit. Remember? Yeah. Mayhem. Broken.
Let the ink flow.
I don't have enough AP for Typhoon, which I want. Let's electrify this turn, which gives me a couple of electric states. And then Mayhem again? The only thing I can really do. Yeah, let's do it.
Prepare to meet your
There we go. Excellent. Love the Jestro music. All of the Jestro music was excellent. That was fun. No better place for a duel than the Sacred River. You've earned the right to trade for some real treasures. Here, take a look. Energizing Parry. 1 AP on successful parry. I already have that, I think. Solidify. +2 shields. That's pretty good. 67,000 though, jeez. Double burn. Ah, man. That increases the level. I don't know if that helps much. Warning mark. Stun boost. That's not bad. Field Affinity. I don't have this one yet. I don't have this unlocked as Luminous. As a Luminous. Lost Cannon. Target attack. Level 20. Good lord. 5, 10, skip 3. Yeah. Burning shots. Okay, critical stun. 100% critical chance on hitting a stun target. That's pretty good. Energizing turn. I'm going to get the new ones, because I don't actually need to increase the levels of these too much. Because I will say, the only thing the level increase does is increase the stat buffs. Which I don't actually do very much. I don't make much use of that. I do need Energizing Parry, plus 1 AP on parry, and that's all I can do. That's all I can afford. Don't fall into the Well, when you say it like that, now I'm a little bit spooked. Let's play with our Pictos a little bit. Oh my god, we have a lot of we got a lot of new ones. Healing Tints also apply Rush. Okay, not bad. Protecting Attack, gain Shell for 1 turn on base attack. That's not bad. Powerful Heal. Healing ally plays Powerful. That's actually really helpful. Let's switch it for effective heal. Freedom hit base attack damage is increased by 50%. Ooh. That's pretty good. So you can shoot and then base attack. I want to give that to Mael. That makes... that was really useful, though, man. It only costs 5, which means I only need to use it for 4 battles. Don't need anti-blade right now. Medius Res. Max out. Nah. Freeze. Useful, but not right now. Burning Break. Radiant Charge and base attack. That's not bad. Charging Weakness. That'll be useful. I'm just going to have to do a bunch of these, probably off-stream, honestly. That'll be something for me to do off-stream, is unlock a bunch more of these Pictos as Lunas. Alright, let's see what else is over on the other side, shall we? Hopefully it's a lot more chroma. Ooh.
An advantage.
It's not, but nice. Oh, these are ghosts. And they're working on resurrecting one. Looks like. Very cool. Alright. I'm going to sit us right here. Please stand by. I'll be back shortly. In just a moment. Oops. I might need to... I need to do that. Alright, now please stand by. Back in a moment. Alright, I am back. Sorry about the delay. Alright, let's jump back into it, shall we? Alright, let's bring Noko back, shall we? Let's do this. Yes, let's resurrect Noko. Wonderful little Noko. If we're allowed.
I haven't been here in a while.
Oh, in a while, okay. Oh, right.
The sacred river. Let's make haste. I don't want her to spot us.
Oh.
Trying
Trying to skip the queue again, you old lazy retired warrior. Hi there, Golgra.
How did you even know I was here?
You're carrying dozens of feet around. I can smell them from the other side of the continent. Okay.
Fair point.
We've been over this before. See all these gestrels. They're waiting in the queue like everyone else.
It's a stupid rule. We should just bring them all back now.
Good point. Why not? You know that would be chaos. There aren't enough adult gestrels to shepherd all the newborns. Plus, I hate all the noise. Can you imagine a forest full of baby gestrels? Okay, well... That's a little bit anti-life in a sense, isn't it? In the immortal words of the Flying Dutchman. Welcome back! Yes. No, thank you, Biz. Yeah, that's an excuse I hear often from parents who don't want too many children. And look, I get it. Can you imagine the noise of that many children? Well, I mean, yes, I in fact can. Not always pleasant.
No choice then.
Ooh.
Oh no.
We're gonna fight.
Think twice, Minako.
I have already thought about it thrice.
Badass.
Golgra. I demand a trial by combat.
Oh boy. Zoom in on his non-face. I was hoping you'd say that.
Do I have to participate?
Please help me.
For Noko, then.
I should have equipped Verso. He will survive this. I should have equipped Verso. Oh boy.
Foolish move.
Oops, wrong thing.
Time to bleed.
Alright, yeah, let's enfeeble. A lot of damage. Shoot. I should have changed around my skills. Shoot. Now, Divine Strike. Applies Mark. Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not? Yeah, let's just go for it.
I'd love a dance. I'm refreshed.
Okay, ow. Free Abyss Wind, shall we? Balanced. I don't want to break yet. I want to clear. I want to enfeeble again. Yeah. Assault 0. Yeah. That wasn't that great. Okay.
Your turn to shine. The fun begins.
Alright, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I need to break, which means I need Mossen Vendage. Which means I can healing tint myself.
Invigorating.
And I can perfect recovery myself? Yeah. One, two, three, four puts me to agile. Need balanced. Yeah, let's line punches. Get her in break range. Yeah. Okay, it's Angie time. Oh no. Oop, shit. Okay.
Oops, I'm back.
I'm back! Yay! Alright, I really need to... Okay, I can Abyss Wind. Just for free. So why not? And then I can... revive stuff.
Now with vigor. Fresh. Feel energy based.
Ow. That's not ideal. D. Perfect break. I can't. Okay. Let's just... Yeah, revive tints, let's just use anything. Balanced. Mustn't use Vintage. Break. Mighty Strike. Done! There it is. I've earned 40,000 experience. Jeez, okay. Ah, it's almost time for my squat session. It's leg day. Sorry, I can't finish this fight.
Oh, come on. You're just afraid of losing.
Glorious. Yes.
Minoko, please, shut up.
You did entertain me, so I'll let it slide this time, Minoko. Go ahead, bring him back.
I won't say thank you. Thank you.
I knew it was coming and it was still funny, man. Oh, man. I love Minoko so much. God, the freaking goofball characters in this game are just the comic relief characters, let's say. You get Minoko and you get Eskie, who are both just, like... They're so good. They're both so fun. Like, for how dark and tragic and emotionally impactful this game is, it really... some of the most memorable parts of it, some of the best written parts of it, are the goofball characters, are the frankly, the comic relief characters. Like, really. Like, Minoko has this glorious attitude of the how do I put this? The absolute utter badass, as written by a 12-year-old. Because he was. He is the absolute utter badass, character written by, presumably, 12-year-old Verso. Inspired by his dog. Like, that's so good. That's such good character writing. It's amazing. And then you have Eskie, who is written as the most powerful being in the universe, or in this world at least, who is modeled after that same, I don't know, maybe 12-year-old, might be younger at this point, but his favorite stuffed toy. Who is this immensely powerful being, who is everyone's best friend, and also an essential protector of everyone and everything. Both of them are such good characters, and they're so fun. The writing is just... the writing is so unique. It's so well done. I love it. Especially at this, like, this profoundly melancholic but happy moment as well. Oh.
It's so good to hear your voice.
Hey, Noko. How's my favorite merchant?
He doesn't know.
Golgra? Are you crying?
I'm not. Can we go home?
Not yet, I'm afraid. We have a mission. Do you remember our expedition of friends?
No?
They'll be happy to see you. They were very worried. Come, let's go back to camp. We found many treasures for you to trade.
Oh. Let me take Noko to the village. It's always disorienting for the newly returned. Noko needs time to adjust. Noko, would you like to go back to the village?
But I'm Noko's guardian.
I know you want to keep Noko by your side, but it's safer there. You'll see Noko when we get back to the village.
Wait for me. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Off we go then.
You'll be fine. Better than with you, that's for sure.
That he will be. Thanks for helping. I never understood how Golgra got so freakishly strong.
I could take Golgra by myself.
I will never show you weakness ever again.
Come on. Let's get back to camp.
Some long strides. Camp Minoko sits by himself, thinking. Verso knows his old friend wants to talk, even if he's too proud to admit it. Verso approaches Minoko.
You okay?
Oh, I love the music.
At least Noko is safe and can begin readjusting.
Every time he returns, he is slightly changed. I mourn the loss of who he was before.
But that's just how we are, isn't it? That's not even about death and reincarnation. That's just about living. About being apart from someone and seeing them again. Or about, I mean, frankly, if we're talking about parent-child here, which we are, Minoko and Noko, that's just watching kids grow up. You know, I mean, I don't know, not to be overly sentimental, but I mean, it's a sentimental part of the game, so indulge me a little bit. When your kids get older, very gradually, and my kids are still young. My oldest is only 7, but that's 7 whole years, you know. And watching them change is something, really something, because you find yourself missing you as a parent. I mean, find yourself missing them, but they're right there. They're in front of you. There's somebody. They're them, but they're someone new, a little bit. every day. Because kids grow up so fast, they change so fast. It's easy to sort of slip in your mind and then suddenly realize that the kind of the vision you have of your little kid is not the same as the kid standing in front of you. You know? Yeah, it's profound, it's tragic, it's sad, but it's also joyful, it's also hopeful, it's also moving forward. You know? Because unlike in the case of the Gestrel, who dies and is reborn, in the case of a growing child, or even a reunion with a friend, it is you're seeing someone become actual. You're seeing someone actualize, so to speak. They're becoming who they are, growing into themselves in a sense. Especially for kids, but even like I said, for if you have a friend who you haven't seen in a few months or a few years, when you see them again, they're a little bit different. It might be a lot different, and it might be that you see a different person there, just slightly, and so you kind of find yourself missing who they were. That old version of them who you knew months or years ago. You know? And I mean, yeah, there's really, once again, we find that, man, this section of the game is doing such a good job allegorizing, or at least being applicable to our own good lives. Who am I kidding? It hasn't been just this part of the game. This whole game has been great at that. It's been so deeply philosophical and applicable to our...
But he's still there. My old mentor. Thank you, my friend.
Monoko seems about to cry. They've always been best friends, but Verso and Monoko's bond grows even stronger in their adventure. Only 6. Oh, there's another level. Okay. Huh. They spend a bit more time together as Verso cheers Monoko up, and they return to the others. Well, let's put it on. Where's our record player? What's this? Is December... well, I guess, Adam, you're not here, but is December just December? Or is that something else? Verb de jour. Leah, don't pull your sister's hair. No one to man. Is that Love the Sea? Of a Sea, I guess? Oh, it's this music. Okay, it's this theme. Alright, let's do... Children's Lumiere. Which one is this?
Is there anyone special you'd...
Oh.
Yeah. And all the
Yes.
Okay. Already talked about that.
What will you do? Well, so I can...
Do you mean...
A painting and...
Very cool, but already spoke about that. See how it's going to do.
Mael.
I'm getting quite tired of people telling me to go home. So please, no more.
That's grass,
Fine.
Mael.
As you wish.
They're counting on me. I won't abandon them. And I refuse to abandon you.
Yeah, let's hang out. Verso approaches Mael, who's staring at the monolith by herself. What was the monolith? Like, if the whole continent and Lumiere itself was Verso's painting of Paris, as it were, and maybe the countryside. What was the monolith? This great big thing seems inaccessible, but with a hollow interior, something. What was it? Before the fracture, before everything went wrong, before Verso died, or was it there at all? I have to wonder if maybe the monolith was a creation of Renoir and Aline, and was a sort of artifact of their contest. Again, this is not something that I expect to find answers to, but it's an interesting thought. Now, especially, like looking at it in this present context, there remain still a great many mysteries to this game.
The monolith looks strange without Mama or her number there.
Yeah.
It feels less oppressive.
I guess. I wonder what Mama's doing now. She must be so upset.
Yeah.
Claire won't be happy either.
You hid it from her or something.
They're probably driving each other crazy right now. Although, I doubt Claire's been home much. Knowing her, she's probably hunting down the writers responsible for the fire.
Sounds like Claire.
Yeah. Barely saw her when I was home. She took Verso's death very personally. Well, we all did.
I've met her 3 times.
You have?
The first time was right after the fracture with Expedition Zero. She stopped us at the barrier.
She told you everything then?
Yeah. Then tried to kill us when we wouldn't go home.
Claire.
She found me years later and tried to recruit me. Then she found me again, 16 years ago.
That's prescient.
Told me to keep an eye on you. I think she felt you were safer here. Away from her war.
Wait. So, you've been watching me this whole time?
From afar. I'd slip back to Lumiere occasionally.
Really?
So, you knew where I was, and you left me there too?
I couldn't exactly take you with me, but I tried to look out for you. And once you left Lumiere, I stayed close. I cleared all the really dangerous Nevrons out of your path, and I pulled you away on the beach.
Really?
But you also let Renoir kill the rest of the expedition. You didn't help them.
There were too many of them to save.
I need to ask you something.
Did he save Gustave? Because someone did. Right? There's no way Gustave survived on his own. He was thrown far, far, far from the beach. I mean, maybe Lune made it out on her own. Maybe Ciel made it out on her own. We know now that Maëlle did not. He was saved. What about Gustave?
What?
You wouldn't lie to me, right?
I think we're well past that.
Look
On the
at
cliff. Gustave,
What is it?
did you let Renoir kill Gustave? Could you have saved him?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I was afraid. If you found out about the canvas and he was there, you would refuse to help me send Maman home.
So
Oh, wow.
you let him die.
I did. I should have told you everything sooner, but I couldn't take any chances.
Thanks. For telling me the truth.
Yeah, that's very utilitarian. That's not. I mean, it's not direct malfeasance. He didn't kill. It's not like he killed him, but he certainly let him die. Certainly bears some responsibility there. And then also, I don't know why Verso didn't tell at least part of the truth and then tell more of the truth. Explain what was going on. And explain that it was Renoir, real Renoir, not painted Renoir, who was responsible for the gommage. And then send him home first. Because think of it like that, right? If they had defeated real Renoir, sent him out of the canvas, kicked him out, left Aline, or even not left Aline, then defeated her second, defeat her next. Given what I assume about the sort of passing of time in the canvas versus the real world, well, even if it had taken them, another few days in the canvas to go up the monolith and defeat the paintress after having defeated the painter, that would have been moments outside the canvas. What, are they just going to jump back in? I mean, maybe. But kicking everybody out of it would probably have been the best course of action there, rather than allowing Renoir to, frankly, for no real reason, to erase everything. Again, it's a matter of getting a plan into your head. And that gives you a bit of tunnel vision, prevents you from coming up with alternatives.
Yeah. It looks bland without a number.
You're a paintress? Paint something.
How about, Papa, you go home?
Well, there you go.
Catchy.
Come on, let's do it.
Alan Verso's bond is now unbreakable. Forged in truth. Ooh, can you mess that up? I wonder if you'd lied. If it would have actually changed it. They head to the monolith. Mael repaints it, sending a message to her father. This adventure helped Mael better understand her painter side. Radiant attack unlocked. Excellent. Gommage. Really? They return to camp for the rest of the expedition. I gotta check this out. Hold on. Where's my abilities? Can I have to go into this. Alright. Virtuo Strike puts me into Virtuo stance, right? Phoenix Flame was burn, which is all nice. Gommage. Kills weak targets. Otherwise deals extreme void damage, one hit. And puts me in Virtuos. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What are his? Sabotage. Does medium physical to all enemies. Applies mark. Marking is good. Alright, I actually am going to mess around with him a little bit. Extreme light damage to all enemies. Cost 9 or 5 in S. Or an 8. Yeah, I can get that one. Reduces current rank. Gives a bunch of AP to all allies. Oh, okay. Powerful. That's powerful to 1 to 3 allies, increasing damage to deal. Yeah. What's this one? Field strike. After one turn, it deals extreme single target damage. 13 hits. Ooh. Okay. Ascending assault. Low single target damage. 1 hit. Use increase damage at each cast. Nah. Speed burst. Single target light damage in C. Follow up. This medium target light damage. Increase for each free aim shot this turn up to 10. That's not bad. Overload. Increases rank to A and refills all AP. So that's self-help to 1. Alright, I'm gonna get these 2. As Mark. Endbringer's nice. It's an A. Go Salt 0 with that. Switch that out. Strikes 1. C. B. Lightholder. Five single target light hits. Burden. Yeah. Slash, Assault 0, Blitz. I need A's, so I might want to switch Lightholder for what? Perfect Break? No, Endbringer is A. Maybe Defiant Strike. That applies Mark. Yeah, no, that's fine. Imsimp went to the gym. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Almost everything that matters here. Last chance. Reapplies current stance, gives AP, nah. Or down, nah. What's this? Or ballet? That one's good. Extreme single target damage, 5 hits. Crit steal, double. That's what? 9 AP though. I don't need more 9 AP stuff for her. Stenthal, extreme single target void damage, 1 hit. Not good. Burning Canvas. Applies 1 burn per hit. 5 hits. Damage increase for each burn. That's quite good, actually. Phantom Strike. Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, let's unlock this one. And let's give it... swap it for... Ring of Fire? 5 burn per hit. Yeah, Ring of Fire. Puts me in offensive, which sets me up for Pie Release. But I would want a Pie Release first, and then Burning Canvas. Whatever, it's fine. Probably good. Revenge. Alright, let's see. What else can we get? I have 9 points. Lunae. Very high single target lightning damage. 6 hits. Consumes, if it consumes 3 different color stains, greatly increased damage. Okay. Color. L. I burn per hit, 2 hits. Self damage failed. Greatly increased damage if 3 other stains. I kind of like lightning. I don't know. I kind of like how Lunae is already set up. She's fine. Once again, I get a good setup for Minoko. That's fine. $60 points available. Good lord. Do that. There we go. That's good. We're cool. We're golden. We're Gucci. All those good things. Good. Upgrade weapons? We can do that a little bit, can't we? Krylum. I'm gonna keep going with Krylum. It's actually quite good. Wrestling? Yeah. Chevelum. Use damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. This is good. Alright, Chevelum is just the best. I don't know why I wouldn't. Yarrow. That's enough, right? Yeah, that's probably good. Good for now. Good for now. Alright, move on. Actually, wait. Resources. Anything else I can upgrade here? Whoa. I have 200 something colors of Lumina. I can dump these however I want to dump these. Let's bring our mains up to 150 each. Save the rest for right now. Let's apply some lumens, huh? I need something to mark. Where's marking stuff? Marking shots I already have. Okay. Stun boost. Longer powerful. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Unless I can. I have marking shots. You have marking shots? Everybody needs it, I guess. Yeah, everyone needs it. That's the only thing I have that can mark, though. The only Lumina I have that can mark. Okay. Let's just do that. Let's just do breaking attack for everybody for right now, and then we'll come back for everything else. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, moving on. Moving on for right now. Let's get our health back. Clean our clothes. Anyway. I've only found 6 of 9 lost gestrels. What? Getting tired, old man? Your verso panting there? Yeesh. Alright. Go to sleep. Up we go. What's this? Oh no, this is up above Noko Station. Actually, I can go here. I can actually wander around relatively freely here now that I have the anti-blight thing. Prison Hearts. Yeah, let's go check that out. Because that big monster thing in there in the cave, that thing was the big threat. Here. So you know what? I am gonna right now. I'm gonna go pick up anti-blight. Where's anti-blight? Oh, already have it. Have it. All right, it's all already equipped. We're all set. Move right along, shall we? Let's go check this back out, shall we? Now that we have the luminas we need. Anyway, so, what do you guys think of this so-called civil war on the right? Any interesting thoughts there? Because I think it's interesting. Though I will say, quite frankly, one of the more interesting things about it is that one side of said civil war is kind of denying what's going on. For example, I saw Michael Knowles had a talk, I think it was last night, yesterday, day before, something like that, recently.
Grace.
Let's strike all of them. Yeah, Knowles had a talk the other night. He was talking about how this right-wing civil war is apparently a civil war, a conflict over, basically it was a conflict over platforming. That was how he was framing it. This was about whether people are okay, or what people's thoughts are about how the Heritage Foundation guy, whether or not he backs Tucker Carlson in his platforming of Nefuentes. And that's essentially what Knowles is saying this thing is about, which is really clearly not what was going on. Oh, they're in fire form. Dude. I can't Typhoon right now, can I? Why do I have CL? Why is CL in my party?
I'm ready.
Ow. Missed.
Look out.
Missed again. Ow.
Let's spill some ink.
Okay, we're moving. Oh shit, I forgot to switch my party again.
Let us stain them.
Minoko plays. Okay, there we go. That's better.
I can do it.
Chroma is flowing.
I think they're in fire form, so if I can't typhoon.
A storm is coming.
Now I can.
The eternity of ice.
Sweet taste of blood.
You switch to ice stance, that's fine, because I can probably just beat you. Then dodge, right? There we go. Yeah. Anyway, that worked well. I'd like to fight this guy at full health or close to it. There we go. But anyway, right, so I think that the big thing that I will say is I think it's perfectly clear to anyone paying the least bit of attention that I need Pyre Release. Let's just Flare Fury. And I'm not going to shoot it. Just going to Flare Fury.
This and precision.
Excellent. That's really good damage.
A storm
Light.
is coming.
Nice. Anyway, so I think that anyone who's paying attention to this sort of civil war on the right knows very clearly what it's about, and it's about two things, really. One is Israel, and the other is, I think, related, and it is Trump's failure to drain the swamp, specifically targeting the Epstein scandal. Not exclusively, but mostly targeting the Epstein scandal. Let's electrify, so then we can Terrorquake, then we can Wildfire. That's a
Let us
weakness?
stay.
What? So, Terrorquake.
The toughness of earth.
And yeah, let's Enfeeble. Weakness. Excellent. Let's Flare Fury again. Break.
Let the ink flow.
I don't want to stop. Boo. Whatever. Mayhem.
Thunder.
Time to bleed.
That's fine. Anyway, so a couple of things also about this too, that first of all, they're clearly related in large part because, as evidence has just recently revealed, Epstein is definitely closely connected to Mossad. Now, whether or not he is in Mossad, is like a member or anything, or working for Mossad, that is questionable. It does not seem to be the case.
Take cover.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it seems to be the case, really. It's I have not seen good evidence to that conclusion. Right, to the conclusion that that Epstein was actually like working for Mossad per se. I've not seen that evidence. But that he was associated with Mossad and did work for Mossad, that much is, I think, quite clear. Anyway, though. Setting that somewhat aside, I think that really the Civil War is ultimately about what something like America First or Make America Great Again or whatever, Trump's campaign, really, what this was about, what this was for, right, was the point of Donald Trump to go after the corruption we find in DC and prioritize, broadly speaking, the homeland. Right? Prioritize the U.S. rather than foreign adventurism. I think so. I think that is the case. Or does America First mean support our greatest ally in the Middle East? So does our trademark our greatest ally? Oh, you're following me. Okay. And essentially, also, I will add business as usual when it comes to DC. Which that actually seems to be closer to the case. And I will say a large part of that seems to be they're in fire form or are they in ice form? I can't tell. Let's try it. See what happens. They were in fire form.
A storm
Balls.
is coming.
I can select punches you, and that will hurt badly. That did hurt badly, I was right. I don't like fire arrows.
Take cover.
Ow.
On guard.
Shoot. Let's just try this. That'll work. Alright, we learned powerful heal. Excellent. Oh, okay. Wow. What are those? Huh. Let's go fight them. Or not. Zensu's teacher. Do you care for a dance? Sure. Rejoice to know that humans care for our way of expression in battle. You just want to fight? Is that it? A fight? No, no, no. Clearly you do not see. I'm inviting you to the most intimate and elegant of dances. I was dancing during battle going to help us survive. You have much to learn. Allow me to demonstrate. Dance with me. Parry to the rhythms of my strikes. Then you might witness true bliss. Okay, let's see. Let's dance in a sea of fire and ice.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Feeling better.
Wow, that was a lot. Let's try again. No, it's not. Shut up. I'm gonna do it again. I will do it. I want to do it. Come on, can I talk to you, please? Let's try again. Right, this is one I might need to turn down the difficulty, for which I apologize, but that's fine.
Feeling better. Okay.
Try again. Nope. This is hard. Still going? Good lord, lady, come on. No, it's not all I have. I can do it. Don't at me. Don't at me. Okay, let's try this again. Open up that parry window just a little bit.
Good. Let's keep going. Good. Let's keep going. Feeling better. Feeling better. Let's keep going.
Nope. This one.
Feeling better. Let's keep going. I'll do it.
Okay, let's try again.
Okay, let's keep going. Feeling better. Feeling better. Feeling better. Good. Let's keep going.
Woo! Okay, yeah, that made the difference. Jeez. Your dance was enthralling. Seems there's nothing more I can teach you. Do use this. Perhaps we will attain new heights. Heights of which we can only dream. Okay, hold on. That's the really cool one, isn't it? Actually, hold on. First, let me just pop our difficulty back, because I don't forget. Okay. And then let's try that on, because it's a rather cool outfit. Let's see. It's cool, but I'm going to stick with Siren. Anyway, thank you. What about your students? Can I talk to them? No? Okay. Anything else here? Is that it? I think that's it. And now, of course, I will add about this right-wing civil war that another major aspect of it is accusations of anti-Semitism. It's this idea that anyone who is on the, let's say, Tucker Carlson's side, because he is, I think, probably the most prominent figure on that side of the war, if you will, is anti-Semitic because they're critical of Israel. Right? Criticism of Israel is really all it takes to be labeled anti-Semitic. Either it's criticism of Israel, or even really just close enough association with someone who is critical of Israel. Or even simply not supportive of Israel, or not obsessed with Israel. Let's go back to the comments. I think we're done here.
Here we go.
All right, now what? Now what? We need to find Clair. Painted Clair. I if I remember... Oh, there's a diving spot there. Let's check that out, shall we? What's this? The Chosen Path, huh? I want to check that out.
What have we here?
Let's see what this is. Well, apparently Expedition 0 was here. But that's it. There's supposed to be here. Hold on. I do actually need to rest. Everyone's boo-booed. Yeah, I will say I am, by some definitions, anti-Semitic. If you want to choose that definition as being critical of Israel and being not Jewish. Because I've heard both such things be labeled, essentially labeled anti-Semitic. What's this? Sorry, not being Jewish, but more like... saying that Judaism is wrong? One warrior, one path. Who will dedicate themselves to this painted path? Let's do Mael. See what this is about. Alright, I need multiple hits. Something with multiple hits. Burning Canvas will do. Let's Gustav's homage. Four hits. Yeah, let's go. That's great. And then... Frick. Nothing I can do. Alright, let's shoot it right in the face.
Let's dance.
Oh, hello! Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Let's try again. Let's not Gustav's homage. Let's shoot. And then let's... Burning Canvas.
Void, take everything.
Okay, that did it. Glycem, which is for my own, right? Ooh, bloody canvas. Good lord, okay. What's that do? Allies recover 20% health when switching to Virtuose. Gain shell when switching out. Cleanse self-status effects when switching to Virtuose. That's actually decent. Metal is still just better. Let's try Lune. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Ooh, it's you. One of these. Alright, let's set Terraquake up, right? Oh, I'm gonna go twice. So let's Electrify, then Terraquake. Yeah.
Thunder! A storm is coming. Toughness of earth.
It's resistant, okay. That's great.
A going?
Oops. Shit. Yeah, that didn't do too much damage, though. That's good. Alright, and then I could Mayhem, or I can... I'm gonna try Wildfire. Can't Typhoon. Yeah, I'll try Wildfire instead of Ground. Can't Typhoon yet. Electrify again.
I'm ready. Feeling better.
Fine. I did it. Alright. Not bad. Didn't get anything cool, though. Alright, fine. See what's over here. Hey, Angel. Oh, it's one each. Shoot. Let's try CL. I guess. It's gonna suck. I have no idea how CL works.
I'm waiting.
That worked. Oh, I don't have painted power set up.
Time to take risks.
I'm just gonna die. Counter. That's such little damage. Okay. Good. Let's try that again, shall we? I forgot to set her up at all. Let's try something. I guess I have to actually figure out how CL works briefly. Shoot. Let's see. Wait, did I fail it? Huh? Oh, okay. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Luminous. Painted power first. That's very important. Most important one. Right, then what we'll do is we'll go back to the thing and we'll upgrade her abilities. We'll actually get her stuff. Figure out at least vaguely how her abilities work. I only have to beat one boss, so I think it's okay. Okay. High single target damage, weapons element. Each hit consumes Fortel, deal 200% more damage. Oh, okay. Critical hits don't remove the Fortel. That's a good one. Useful. Consumes Fortel to increase heal. With all allies. Okay, Searing Bond. Yeah, let's save that. Searing Bond. Applies 5 Fortel. Deals damage and applies 5 Fortel to every other burning enemy. Okay, not bad. Not useful at the moment for this kind of a thing. What's this? Applies Rush. Yeah. Delaying Slash. Consumes Fortel to increase damage and delay target's turn. That's interesting. Retro Sweep. Let's do this one. Applies much Fortel. Hold on just one moment, guys, alright? Give me just a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Michael got up and needed to pee. Oh, Sersha's getting up and needs to pee. Everyone needs to pee in the middle of the night. Targets now as a support thing. She's actually a support character? Really interesting. Okay, fine. Extreme dark damage to all enemies. Absorbs allies' health and... It's not bad. Plentiful harvest. Consumes all foretell on a target. Alright, let me apply this one. Fate. Omen? Marking card, medium single target damage, 2 hits. Tell. Okay. Focused for Tell. Let's get rid of Bad Omen. That's fine. All right, cool. Let's give this a shot, and then great attributes. 108. Oh my. Let's check her weapons. How about that? Algaron. Ice. Brigillon. Applies 2 burn. Will target percent chart. That's not bad. Increase burn damage in Twilight State. Okay, sun skills give 1 more turn. That's not bad. Bounty on dark. Sun skills always apply 10 foretell. Damage taken is doubled. Base Knight is 1 moon charge and then lose all foretell to apply burn. No, I don't like that. Orderon. First self? No, good lord, no. Don't do that. Ramasan, consume 1 moon charge. Basic. Let's go with Virgilion. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade it. Go. That'll work. Fine. And Luminous. Alright, what do we want to do here? On shield, no. Immune to light, death store, no. Attack damage, nah. Counterattack damage, that's good. Rush. Again. Break damage. B. Breaking damage on counterattacks. Spring shots. Cleansing tints. Rid of that. Death bomb. No. Dead energy. Dodger. Energizing death. No. 5 start. Might be worth it. Killing Barry, obviously. There we go. That'll work. Good enough. Do this.
Take your shot.
Oops. I missed.
Or never.
Gross. Alright, applies damage. Okay. Damage and 5 for Tal to the target.
Here's your card. Try me.
Oh shit. Okay, try again. Wrong button, that's all. Got that one. I can do this. I can do this. Fine, I can do this.
Try me.
Couldn't parry that.
My God,
I
so
can parry
weird.
that. Let's focus for Tal, that's fine.
Here's your card.
Really? I was too soon on that. Try again. Anyway, Imp Simp, no inane philosophical questions, huh? Really? What happened? How'd I die? I didn't attack again. Alright, whatever, it's true. Takes me a second to die, I guess. That's fine. Okay. Hate this stupid thing. It's really disturbing. Oh, it's got an eyeball.
Feel better. Did I die?
I should
So
shoot
weird.
it in the eye. Help. Let's try this one. Oh, it's weak to dark. That's good. Try again. Does my mind ever think about other things while praying a rosary instead of meditating on
Today?
them? I can't
No, never.
parry that? Okay. Instead of meditating on the mysteries, like paying bills, planning out your schedule. It can happen. You should try and avoid it. But at the same time, I will say, I will reiterate a bit of advice from C.S. Lewis, which is that if you're praying, and in the midst of your prayer, you think of something that you ought to be doing, even if that is not particularly a religious thing, so long as it is, that's fine. So long as whatever it is a good thing, especially if it's a charitable thing.
Here's your card.
Especially if whatever it is charitable, then it's reasonable to assume that that's God telling you to go and do that. Can't do this. Also, I've not yet seen Promised Land. I need to get around to it, but I've been busy. I've been had other stuff I've been doing and watching and stuff. What are you doing? I'm still alive. That's good, I guess. I'm trying to shoot you in the eye. Ooh, that did a lot.
Here's your card. Try me.
There we go. Nice counterattack. Decent at least. Oops. Yeah, C.S. Lewis, I think this was in Pure Christianity, maybe? It gives the advice that if you're praying and you find yourself distracted by thinking, oh, I should be doing this, or someone so-and-so needs my help doing such and such, or something like that, it's reasonable to assume that that is God telling you, hey, go do this. This is an important thing for you to do. You should go do it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's gamble.
Her like, okay, it's okay, okay, is like unsettling.
Here's your card.
I think I've weakened it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Swiftly now.
This is, I think, mostly a skill issue at this point. So, sorry for the skill issue. Part of it is also that CL is just not dealing damage. Serious? Again. Maybe I have to use somebody else for this one.
Feel better.
So that did good damage. Let's just mark it. Missed. That's not great.
Try me.
Imsip asks, is it vain or haughty prayer to say grace with, bless this food, O Lord, in the hands that prepared it if you cooked it? Or are you also blessing the farmer and the truck drivers? I think the latter. I think the latter. Oh, it can be if your intention is... I mean, look, you can ask for a blessing for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I'm just bad with CL, that's possible. Which is kind of a shame, because CL's cool. I cannot believe that didn't work. Why didn't that work? It's a gradient counter, right?
Take your shot.
There we go. Yeah, now it works. After I just failed it. Alright. Alright, marking card. Lap.
I'm waiting. Okay. Feel better.
Good counters, though.
Feel better. Okay.
Okay.
Deck.
Fine. I'm in sun. I need to break. Fantastic. And bap. And bap. Yeah, well played. I'm gonna... Do I need to upgrade her somehow? I don't know how. She's kind of maxed out. Could give her more Lumina points. Just no hit points.
So be it.
It felt weird praying a rosary in public sewer when your prep period. Good. Sanctify the unholy for Christ, right?
Not today.
Might just need to turn down the difficulty or something.
Take your shot.
Go. I can just marking card again. Good Searing Bond. Let's Searing Bond.
Take this.
That... I hate the timing on that one so much. There we go. Damage. Bad.
Take your shot. Feel better. Okay.
Okay, ready to break? Let's consume more foretelling.
Lady Luck's smiling today.
Take your shot.
Fuck! Darn it. Okay. Alright, let's keep trying. Sorry for the language.
I'm waiting. Feel better.
Alright, IMSIP-S, once again, as practicing Catholic, I'm going to the gym. The ultimate goal is how I should prepare myself for marriage, apart from furthering my career and physical health. By that, do you mean, like, attracting a potential spouse by making yourself more attractive? Is that what we're talking about? I think it's gotta be Searing Bond, right? Yeah, it's gotta be Searing Bond. I could just marking card again. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna shoot him a bunch of times. The marking card again. Again, sorry. Physical health and of course spiritual health. I'm not looking for anyone. I do believe in being prepared for such a thing. I mean, yeah. Yes, being attractive helps to attract the opposite sex. Sure, I would say so.
I die. So be it.
It's not.
I'm waiting. Feel better. Oh. Okay. Take your shot. Feel better. Okay. Useful.
That one's actually a hard sequence to follow. Alright.
Today,
I so had that! I really hate the timing on that one, really. That's just... Okay.
okay.
One of my questions, when do you know your husband father material? Or is there no way to know? So long as there are no serious, severe impediments, you're as ready as you'll ever be. I'll say that it's not a matter of like being ready, because you're not like, ready. Especially not to be a father. Like, no one's ready to have children. It's not gonna work. Let's just marking card again, yeah. But honestly, I would just say so long as there aren't any serious impediments. That's why. That's all. That's really all. If there's not anything that would be, like, actively preventing you from properly committing to miss that. How did I miss that?
Here's your card.
Bad start. We got a mead tonight, by the way, in case you missed me having one on Tuesday. I've got still leftovers of bottles from the Renaissance Festival this weekend. It was very fun. There we go.
Here we go.
That's good.
Okay.
Let's mark again, yeah? Or Phantom Blade. No, let's mark again. Blade.
Not today.
Really? Oh, that was my bad.
I'm waiting. Feel better.
Feel better. Right. Going back to being an active Knight of Columbus. Very good. Very good. There we go. Excellent. Finally, counter Columbus. Okay. Let's mark the card. Good.
Try me.
Excellent. Still very low damage here. Only 20,000. Which saying only 20,000 is absurd. But whatever. Imsim says, instead of spending time ministering within the Mormon church, I want to help the true church in any way I can. Very good. And I will say, if you are planning on that book, I do think that will be helpful to the church. That's good. Earn. Earn. Counter. Low counter damage. Alright, fine. Twilight. Let's apply a bunch of Foretell. shoot it a couple of times. Why not? Go. Was excellent. Ouch. Am I still in Twilight? That matters.
Full deck.
I am. Okay, good. Let's see. I need to Phantom Blade. I'm gonna Sealed Fate. I'm gonna try it. This sounds fun. Let's go for it. 5 to 7 hits, high light damage, consuming a bunch of Foretell. Let's go for it. Wait, that one consumes Foretell to what? Deal additional damage. Let's do Sealed Fate. Okay, that did it.
That was really good.
And Torso, that's for... Oh, it upgraded for Verso, huh? Alright, well, let's... I want to finish this. We're ready. Verso. Why not? Let's see. What's a lamp? Jar. Uh-huh. What? I can't shoot its jar. Okay, I'll just attack it. It's resistant, that's not ideal. Okay. That wasn't perfect. Manage. And kink! Light holder.
Your existence ends now.
I missed it. Okay, that's fine. Ow. Himsim says, I have this weird feeling, almost like a gut feeling. The guy who was a mentor to me while I served as a leader within the Mormon church will end up being the leader/prophet of the entire thing. My position was canceled out because he was promoted to head of one of their new upcoming temples. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that will make a another later good book. I'm gonna save up for Endbringer because we're perfect break either way. I'm just gonna attack. It was good damage. Okay.
Let's carve a path.
And peek. Light holder. Pretty good.
Well.
Whoa! Okay, that was crazy damage. Alright, sweet. And finally, Minoko. Let's do this, shall we? Oh, it's a stalactite.
Sweet taste of battle.
Stalactite punches. Face you back. Oh no! What? I should have realized.
energized.
I should have realized. Okay, my bad. Yep, enfeeble, right? Excellent.
That's more like it.
Very excellent. Yeah. I need Vandage, which means I need 1 more AP, which means I can have a sword. That's fine.
A bit of violence, yes.
I know it's not, it's the wrong mask, but it's whatever.
A bit of violence, yes.
Okay, that wasn't right. Heating up. Let's just Chevalier Piercing. Did it kill it? Oh yeah. Oh, it's Wilson's nearest ally. Oh, even better. It had no allies. Cheers. Alright. Stalop. I want to see what this is. I want to see. Real quick. We got like 2 minutes. What's this?
Good stuff.
Base shield. +1 shield if not affected by any shield on turn stone. That's really good. Dang. That's a free not get hit each turn. Ah, you're here now. Howdy who. Welcome. We're done. I'm gonna save and rest right here. And then I think I'm gonna call it a night, just about. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. So, like I was saying, I think I am going to... wrong thing. I think I am going to do a little bit of training and Pictos farming and yada yada off stream. We'll see between now and next week. We'll see what happens. In any case, that's all I got for tonight. So, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Excuse me. We'll see what I have time for in terms of some videos upcoming. I've got a few planned, but I haven't had a lot of time to do a lot of recording. That said, I do have some plans for also some live stream React type videos. So maybe I'll have time for one of those instead. We'll see. In any case, thanks again for joining me. See you guys next week, Tuesday for Kingdom Come Deliverance, and then back here, not right here, but probably not, back here for Expedition 33 on Thursday. And till then, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful time. Have a great night. And remember, don't be safe. Be well. More importantly, be good. Good night.